Hey, Happy New Year! It's Monday night.
It is on January 1st.
2018.
Congratulations, we made it.
Whoa, another trip around the sun. Anyway, tonight it's Voiceover Body Shop's 300th episode.
Sort of.
We'll
explain what that means
Well, we'll
later.
talk about that in a second. But we got an entire house full of people here.
I know. They're all wrapped around the room, and they're outside. They're everywhere.
It's everywhere. So we're going to have a great time talking to everybody. And if you want to, if you're in the chat room, let us know what's going on out there. We'll try and answer your questions. And if anybody has any tech questions, we'll try to answer that. But let's see what everybody's up to in 2018. That's coming up right now on Voiceover Body Shop.
Two men, twin sons from different mothers, with a passion for voiceover recording technology and the desire to make recording easy for voice actors everywhere. Together in one place. George Whittam, the home studio engineer to the stars, a Virginia Tech grad with an unmatched knowledge of all the latest gear and technology in voiceover today. Dan Lenard, the home studio master, a voice actor with over 30 years experience in broadcasting and recording, and a no-holds-barred myth-busting attitude for teaching you how easy it is. Together, to bring you all the latest technology. Today's voiceover superstars, and leading the discussion on how to make the most of your voiceover business. This is Voiceover Body Shop.
Voiceover Body Shop is brought to you by VoiceOverEssentials.com, home of Harlan Hogan signature products. Source Elements, makers of Source Connect, Source Connect Pro, and Source Connect Now. VO2GoGo.com, everything you need to become a successful voice artist. VoiceOver Extra, your daily resource for VO success. The VO Dojo, take your voiceover career all the way. J. Michael Collins Demos, when quality matters. And by VoiceActorWebsites.com, where your voice actor website shouldn't be a pain in the butt.
And now, live from their super secret multimedia studio in Sherman Oaks, California, here are George Whittam and Dan Lenard.
Good evening. I'm Dan Lenard.
And I'm George Whittam.
And together this is Voiceover
Body Shop.
or VOBS.
Yay.
Yeah, a couple of them figured that one out. Happy New Year, my friend.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
2018. And boy, I'm glad to see 2017 go.
Yes, it was a rough one.
It was
Watching all the news retrospectives, it's like one bad story after another.
I found it entertaining and bemusing. I think that's the way I would describe 2017.
I think so too.
Things seem to be improving as the last quarter sort of evolved. So
I agree.
It was but 2018, if we can maintain that momentum,
Yeah.
we'll be just fine.
Yeah, we get a good push into the next year.
That's right. Well, this is, as we were saying, our 300th episode, which
Together as
we started off in 2011.
That's right. March, I believe it was.
It was March 22nd, 2011.
Yeah.
We were going to go on a week earlier, but then I hurt my toe.
That's right. Yes, that's right.
And we tried doing a test one, and I'm like in this emergency room. Yeah, they got Wi-Fi here. Yeah.
And episode one was in my first residence, and then episode 2 I moved. So I literally moved between episode 1 and 2.
You were over by the airport then. That's right.
Something like that.
Yeah. And then so we somehow pulled it off. It was not easy to figure this out. We're like, well, we could do a podcast, we could do a webcast, and what made us think we should do it by video? I think it was just because
it started out as doing it live. Well, you started out as doing it as a live show, kind of like a radio show, and we wanted to do it live. I wanted to do it live for a very specific reason. That was I didn't feel like having to edit the show. I wanted it to be start, finish, post, done. I didn't want to have that edit part. So that's why it started out as a live show. But then we couldn't find a platform at the time to do just an audio live stream. I didn't know of anything at the time. So we decided to do it on Ustream at the time.
Right.
And so we were like, we'll just put a graphic on the screen and people can just listen.
Right.
I was like, well, I found this software. It kind of lets us share our webcams. Shall we do that too? All right, let's put our cameras on.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden it became a video show. And then I've been regretting it ever since.
Yeah, well,
It's been a lot of work.
This March, it'll be 7 years we've been doing this.
That's right. East-West Audio Body Shop for 193. 193, thank you. 193
or was
episodes.
It 195?
95, 97, somewhere in that
like
ballpark.
Yeah.
And 95, I think it was. 195 episodes of East-West Audio Body Shop.
And then the great
then you
move
made the move.
I made the great move
the great
out here
migration.
Out west. And then we're like, well, what are we going to call it?
Yeah.
And then
we just put it out to the fans, and some people chimed in, but the name that stuck, do you remember who came up with that name? Chris Heward.
Chris Heward, the comedian, yes.
The comedian from Canada.
Yeah.
Edmonton.
VOBS.
He was like, you guys should call it VOBS. And I was like, oh, that is solid. Yeah. Voiceover Body Shop.
Right. Yeah. And I just decided to name the studio the Voiceover Body Shop, and here it is, because it's actually in a garage.
Yeah. It all ties together. You guys might not realize it, but there's some methods to the madness.
Yeah. But it's fun doing the show with you, and it's fun doing the show live in a studio where we get the voiceover people riding their bikes over here.
Yeah, you were in the right location to bring people in, because you're in the middle of the studio zone of Los Angeles, pretty much.
So people can get here very, very easily.
Yeah.
And we've interviewed some great people in here, and we plan on doing that again in 2018.
Yes, we do.
Some
not live, some live. We may start doing some more pre-taping so we can get people on in Europe. Time zones that are
true.
Our show can be a little unfriendly to people in, the Eastern or Western European countries.
Right.
So.
But they are watching there. So, or Australia. We know
Australia is easy.
Yeah, it's lunchtime there. Yeah.
They're 5 hours behind ahead.
Right.
Sort of. Right. It's lunchtime and it's dinner time here. It's lunchtime there.
Right.
So that one's easy.
Right. So hopefully we've been entertaining everybody and informing you all about this insane business of voiceover, especially from the technical end of it.
And then making up everything else.
Exactly. And you guys believe every word of it. So,
we have a chat room for fact checking, by the way.
That's true. So they're going to be chiming in there.
Yeah.
Jack Daniel's not in the chat room tonight.
He's just having a good
He's just
time,
out partying.
Good.
See, I'm amazed by this. Obviously, people did not get enough partying last night.
I think a lot of people
had to come over here, and
actually, I think a lot of people aren't partying last night. To be honest, how many? Just a show of hands in this room. How many people partied last night?
Call it a party.
About half the people. Half. I know I did. Maxine and I were invited to a party in Santa Barbara. And it was a black tie.
Yeah.
And it was.
So is that why you're still in
I'm still wearing and this is my walk of shame outfit.
I don't think I've ever. Well, I've seen you.
This is not a black tie.
Times.
This is as close as I came to that. But it was a very glamorous affair. It was a heck of a lot of fun, wasn't it? It was a blast. Yeah, it was a blast. It was a friend of a friend that invited us at the last minute, and we had a place to stay at a friend's house.
That's great.
We didn't have to get a hotel. It was fantastic. Yeah. It was really fun.
See, since moving out here, I've wanted to go to a party like that, or a Malibu party.
Yeah.
I've not been to a Malibu party yet.
It felt kind of Malibu party-like, I imagine, is way one might feel, I guess. Okay. The house had a nice big pool in the backyard, and it was a really nice
and it hadn't been burned down.
No, they were in the safe. They were in the safe area.
Great.
Should we read the news?
We should.
All right.
Okay, it's now time for.
And now, the VoiceOver Extra VOBS News, the latest and most comprehensive voiceover industry news. Brought to you live.
All right, here's the news for January 1st from VoiceOver Extra. Achieve your goals. Hey, Happy New Year! But here we go again. Are you already feeling down about resolutions you know you're never going to keep? It's especially unsettling when those ignored resolutions began as energetic boosters to our voiceover career.
Well, finally, here goes a whole bunch of script I can't read because it scrolled off the top of the screen. Resolutions and goals for business and life. Longtime VoiceOver Extra followers know leader, speaker, author, and business coach. He's a former, that's Ron Minutrea. Thank you. And we also know him today as associate producer of the annual VO Atlanta Voiceover Conference, which is this year, March 1st through the 4th.
In a brief video now on VoiceOver Extra, Ron clearly shares how to create and achieve our goals for 2018 and beyond. Now, most important, he says, is to recognize 3 different types of goals.
The to-do goals, things you just have to do. Voice that job, pick up the kids from school.
The to-achieve goals, like obtaining 10 or 20 new voiceover clients this year. For this, you need to define and take specific actions. An achievement will be the result of actions you take.
The become someone or something goal. This is the vision of who or what you want to be. For this, you would list the attributes you want to acquire. Then list it and then go ahead and achieve it.
All right. Now, Ron notes that a key challenge in all this is that someone else often defines our goals for us. We wind up doing what others want us to do rather than what we ourselves want.
So,
stay focused.
Stay focused. And that will set you up to lead a rewarding career and life with no regrets. P.S.
There's more on this video, which you can enjoy now at voiceoverextra.com, your daily resource for 2018's voiceover success.
So is it officially, are we calling it 2018 or 2018? What point do we drop the 1,000 part? What's the official way to say it now?
I would say 2018.
I mean, I like the way it sounds.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what the official word on that
I just say 5778.
All right.
So that makes it a
few of us
little
laugh
easier
and get
for
that
me.
joke.
Yeah. And that happens. I ruin checks every time. It's like, oh, it's 5778, not 5779. Anyway, so so it's making resolutions is important, but
Really?
they just never happen. But
Intentions.
right. Well,
Intentions.
we'll talk about what our
Let's call them New
resolutions-
Year's intentions.
Right.
I think that's a better.
Okay. Cool. All right.
What's next?
Well, anything interesting in tech?
In tech?
All the computers didn't shut down at midnight.
No, there was no Y2K bug or Y2018 bug for that
yeah.
matter. So we're all still here. New in tech, I'm kind of waiting for the NAMM show. which
Yeah, we're gonna
be
have a
at in
great
couple
time
of
at that.
weeks. That's what I'm looking forward to because that's going to be a real great avalanche of new technology. So there's not much going on the week between Christmas and New Year's in terms of tech announcements. So
Right. Okay.
everybody hang on to that one. We'll make sure we got some fresh stuff for you in the next couple of weeks.
All right.
CES is, I think, next week.
CES
So
in Vegas?
That's the one in Las Vegas. That's
Yeah.
the Consumer Electronics Show.
Right.
A lot of it doesn't necessarily have to do with us, but there's always some new stuff that comes out that's kind of useful to us in voiceover.
Yeah. Speaking of Vegas,
Yeah.
our good friend Dave Quavassier retired from
Oh yeah.
being an anchor at
Congratulations.
KLAS TV in Las Vegas. So,
Yeah.
Dave, if you're watching, because you can, because you're not working,
Right.
congratulations. Yeah, great
Yeah.
career. Well, I think we're going to have him on in a couple of weeks, and he can tell us about a little bit about his career, but more how he's translating into voiceover. Mm-hmm. And that will be very interesting.
Anybody who comes from broadcast, radio, or TV knows that is not an easy and natural transition to make,
it
believe
is
it
not.
or not.
Having been there, done that.
Yeah. So they'll be curious to hear how he's doing.
All right. Well, we're going to take a break, and we'll come back, and we'll talk to some of these huge array of important people that have come by the VOBS compound tonight to share the new year with us. So
Yeah, we'll find out what their resolutions.
That's right.
Intentions.
let's see what they came up with.
their intentions are.
All right. We'll be right back right after this.
As a voice talent, you have to have a website. But what a hassle getting someone to do it for you. And when they finally do, they break or don't look right on mobile devices. They're not built for marketing and SEO. They're expensive. You have limited or no control. And it takes forever to get one built and go live. So what's the best way to get you online in no time? Go to voiceactorwebsites.com. Like our name implies, voiceactorwebsites.com just does websites for voice actors. We believe in creating fast, mobile-friendly, responsive, highly functional designs that are easy to read and easy to use. You have full control. No need to hire someone every time you want to make a change. And our upfront pricing means you know exactly what your costs are ahead of time. You can get your voiceover website going for as little as $700. So if you want your voice actor website without the hassle of complexity and dealing with too many options, go to voiceactorwebsites.com, where your VO website shouldn't be a pain in the you-know-what.
You know, the one voiceover, it just jumped right ahead there, Andrew. So pull it back just a little bit.
I laugh.
There we
because
go.
What
Okay.
else are you going to do?
That's right. The one voiceover question no one wants to talk about is, what's your booking rate? And the reason is no one books as much. Boy, it is jumping right ahead for some reason.
You know what it is? It might be because it's hearing all that chatter outside.
It could be that.
It could be getting
all right.
confused.
Okay. So what's your booking rate? And the reason is no one books as much as they want. You audition all the time, and your booking rate is never high enough, and you have no clue what to do about it. I've got some great news. Back on December 4th, VO2GoGo is going to help you change all of that. David is going to offer a free class on how to do all this stuff. He'll share it with you, 8 ways to increase your booking rate and how to do so instantly. It's always just jumping right ahead.
It's a jumpy one.
It is.
He's jumpy tonight, isn't he?
All right. Well, let me tell you what. Let me read it from here.
You got it.
Okay. Will 2018 be the year you take your voiceover practice to the next level? If not, you can go back to checking your email while this message is airing. And I think there's also some leftover pizza in the fridge. So anyway, but if you're serious about dramatically upping your level of success, I want you to go to a special URL. And that URL is vo2gogo.com/VOBS. That's right. That's vo2gogo.com/VOBS. Join the hundreds of VO practitioners around the world who have decided to do something positive and invest themselves for this new year. Learn voiceover from the ground up or from where you are to where you want to be. That's vo2gogo.com/VOBS. And we're going to actually talk to David H. Lawrence the 17th in a little bit.
He's here in the flesh.
He's going to talk about his class, and make sure you're here for that because you don't want to miss it.
I just wanted to save you from that copy.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Fortunately, I found the right copy. So, all righty, we'll be right back.
Man, there's one show that I can't miss. It's called VOBS. And a lot of people are like, VOBS? What is that? That is BS about VO. And I love VO. How much BS is going to be?
Before time began, there was VOBS.TV. Watch or else.
You're listening to VOBS.
Yep, this is VOBS, proving anybody can have a show these days.
Hi, this is Bill Farmer, and you are watching Voiceover Body Shop. It's great.
You're still watching VOBS?
Hi, it's Howard Ellison here in England, just wishing VOBS and you VOBistas all the very best in 2018.
We'll come back to you guys directly out of this bumper.
Around about 6 or 7 hours sooner than you did. So
it's
in
sideways.
Something, yay,
I have no idea why, but it is
Cheers.
sideways.
Have a great time. Cheers now.
What the heck happened? And now it's... Okay, now it's good. It's good. 3, 2, 1.
What's fascinating about that's the first time we've actually heard Howard Ellison. He's been on the show twice from England, and his audio never works. So anyway, you got to turn that monitor down there, George. Hey, is this working? Apparently so. All righty. Well, we're here. This is the VOBS studio. Just take a quick zoom around there, Andrew, so you can see what actually goes on in here.
Not too quick. I'm going to puke.
Yeah.
That's a warning.
It was. Anyway, we have a lot of great guests here tonight, and we want to start off with somebody who's been a sponsor of our show for a while and a great friend and a guy who just knows this business inside out, and we'll sort of pan over to him. David H. Lawrence, the 17th.
Let's be unnaturally close to each other.
That's right.
Like they do in cowboy westerns, where no two cowboys would ever be this close to each other, but it's because of the frame.
Right.
Right. So we're unnaturally close to each other.
Is that where the frame "Dirty Cowboy" came from?
No, Dirty Cowboy is from head to the guns.
Ah, the guns. That's where that came from.
You know what I'm saying?
So anyway, so you've got this new course that you're running now, and it sounds very...
It's actually the same course in general as I've been teaching. It's been developed over the last 10 years or so, but every year things in this business change to such a degree that you got to update the classes. And just this week we updated something having to do with Audacity that changed when they jumped to 2.2.1. And, all of those things, I want to make sure that as I'm working in the industry every day, that the people that I'm teaching get the benefit of those changing things. A lot of talk has been spent talking about the voice bank acquisition. And so that's going to be changing this year. We still don't know what the fallout is from that. We're still waiting to see if they even closed on the deal. So
that's true. I saw it as an opportunity for everybody. Sure. It's a great time for other competitors to come in the market.
Sure. So as that changes, as things like that change, and as the union decides what they're doing about it, and agents decide what they're doing about it, and producers and casting people decide, we'll change the courses based on that. So the 2018 version of VO2GoGo is the latest, greatest version of the same set of classes and curriculum that I've been teaching for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Well, I remember I've looked at the courses, I've started taking them, and they're, even though I'm real experienced, it's really good to keep up to date. The great actors, the great voice actors, the great professionals are the ones that are constantly studying.
Sure. And I think it's great that you mention, oh yeah, I know this stuff. And that's kind of a trap that we fall into every so often as we go, oh yeah, I knew that. But sometimes you forget the fundamentals. And the dirty little secret is it's more for me than anybody else, because I go and I watch my classes all the time just to make sure that I'm still doing the things I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, I had a saying when I was teaching. I used to say, you teach best that which you need to learn most.
Oh, that's a great phrase. Can I steal that?
You can.
I will.
You do have to mention my name every time, but...
And for people that are, that kind of listen to what you'd said about the VO booking blueprint and all that sort of thing, those are available for people. Those 3 lessons, the mini course that we did is, excuse me, is available to the people that are taking the entire curriculum this year. It's one of the bonus classes that they get when they sign up. So it's just great. We had like 500 people commenting on, how it helped, and oh my God, the slate. Really? Well, how can I be so dumb as to not know about how powerful the slate can be, right? So anyway, yeah, so it's great. And my association with VOBS has been nothing but joyous.
Good.
It really has. I really appreciate the amount of time and effort that you guys put into the show, and I love the position that you have in our business, where you're the go-to weekly update, and I just love everything except the fact that George is wearing a tie, because he.
Yeah, it's kind of disrupting me.
It's kind of like the way the internet disintermediated everything that was going on. George's tie is doing the same.
I've gone corporate.
He's gone. He's now working for the man.
Yeah. Actually, he is.
And by the way, I'm working for myself. So the man.
He's the man.
Right
Who's
here.
the man?
I'm the man.
He's the man.
I'm the man.
Because he's wearing a tie.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the theme tonight is, what was your big achievement, or what was really a highlight for 2017, and what's your biggest plan for 2018?
Yeah. So the biggest achievement this year for me has been the achievements of my students. I have had an opportunity to witness one of my students become the worldwide voice of Lexus. I've had the opportunity to see one of my students achieve 100 books in 3 years. I've had the joy of seeing people get agents and get work and build studios and just accelerate their growth based on what I've shared with them. And that, to me, makes it all worthwhile. For 2018, I'm actually going to be talking much more about what we talked about earlier in the year with a new course that I'm creating called Camera Ready U. Mm-hmm. And Camera Ready U is to on-camera work what VO2GoGo is to voiceover work. Because I believe that almost all the time people limit themselves, voiceover talent. Oh, I've got a face for radio. I'm not going to do on camera. No. And then on camera, people are like, oh, voiceover? Yeah, that's all celebrities and nobody else is doing any work. And it's difficult to get into and all that. And if I can break down those barriers, and also the barrier to business people as well, and show them how to look. If I can look okay on camera, I can help you look okay on camera. Trust me. So that's what we're going to be doing this year's Camera Ready U, and we've got some new things planned for rehearsal, a community that's going to be really awesome. So we'll talk about that. But those are the things that are on tap, as well as just sort of shepherding people through the VO2GoGo curriculum between now and the end of the year.
Excellent. Well, David, thank you so much for sponsoring our show and allowing us to come into everybody's laptop every week.
Yep.
And we look forward to more with you. Thanks. Now I get to talk to Maxine.
Yay!
Yeah. Because we see Maxine in the background all the time. No, all guests have to be interviewed tonight. It's part of the rules tonight. You're in Boulder, Colorado, right?
Yes, I am. Yes, but I come here regularly to see, who.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah, that's it. So what was your highlight of 2017?
My highlight of 2017 was a couple of months stretch of work where I was working regularly, and I realized that all of the jobs I was doing were from not only repeat clients, but from clients who were second and third and fourth and fifth generation, I think that's the right term, referral clients. So they weren't necessarily all new clients. They were clients. One client referred me to somebody else, and he referred me to somebody else. And then that client referred me to somebody else. And then they referred me to somebody else. So I call those the generations of a referral. I don't know if that's the right term.
Perfect.
But anyway, so I was working regularly because of an original client. And so that's why I'm always stressing to voice actors how important it is to get really deeply into relationships with clients, because those clients tell their friends about you, and then it creates this wonderful cascade of work. So
referral business is the best type of business. From when I was in the life insurance business, as my father-in-law would grab me over, Daniel, how many referrals did you get today? So referral business is definitely good. So what's your goals for 2018?
Well, one of my personal goals for 2018 is George and I are really intent on going to Ireland this year. Taking a vacation, right, sweetie?
Yes, a real vacation.
Taking an actual vacation where we're not constantly tuned into our, laptops and cell phones and all that, but going and hiking the cliffs of Ireland and flying across the Atlantic and doing an actual 10-day or 2-week vacation. So that's a big personal goal for me. I think for us, but I don't want to speak for him at the same time.
I'll talk to him later.
Yes. And then the other thing, too, is just expanding my agent base. I've got about, I don't know, 3 agents at the moment, in Denver and San Francisco and just here and there. But I really want to acquire more agents because I think, and I know the whole voice bank thing has gone down, but I really don't think that's going to affect the strength that agents have in the voiceover world and the industry and community. So one of my big goals for 2018, actually I say 2018, but
whatever works for you.
I saw in the chat room everyone's like, say 2018. I'm going to acquire, I don't aspire to acquire, I'm going to acquire more agents both nationally and internationally. So that's one of my big goals.
Excellent. Well, Happy New Year.
Thank you, sweetie pie.
Nice to see you.
Mwah. You too.
Mwah. Okay.
And you have to tell us your goals. Don't forget.
I'll get to it. All right. So, where are we on the time here? So,
I think it's time to go outside and maybe chat to 1 or 2 people.
Turn the light on and let's go roaming.
Let's do it.
Let's see what's going on in this party I got going on out here. We invited everybody. Everybody's here. So, okay.
Fingers crossed.
Come on this way. Come on. There's a party going on over here. Okay. Oh, and we start off with one of my favorite people. Tim Friedlander.
How you doing, Dan?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Pleasure to see you.
All right.
Awesome.
Yes. The theme tonight is what was your greatest achievement in 2017 and what are your goals for 2018?
Man, you know what? 2017, I guess just being able to actually survive on voiceover in 2017, which is my first full year of doing voiceover full time. And I survived on voiceover, which is I'm pretty pleased about that.
Able to pay the rent in LA.
The rent, exactly. And man, that's a tough in and of itself. For 2018, I want to just keep doing what I'm doing. And I don't do resolutions like New Year's goals. I discussed with somebody, I am just the opposite. I want to see where it goes.
So go with the flow.
Go with the flow. That's the way I work. Yeah.
That's the way it should work. Well, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
We always enjoy when you come over and visit us here. And I was hoping to have some impromptu live music tonight, but well, you can grab a ukulele if you want.
Ukuleles around. We're good.
Okay, very good. All righty. Here's somebody, a first timer here at the studio, Scott Lambright.
Hey, what's up?
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year too, Dan. How's it going?
It's going great. Thanks for coming by tonight. How long you been watching our show?
Honestly, since George tuned my booth in 2014. So yeah, long time watcher, first time watcher, I guess. First time being present.
Yeah. Well, not a lot of people get to do it. I mean, there's a secret handshake, and then we have to kill everyone. So we only see them once.
Dan plucked a few of my hairs out for a voodoo doll, so that was kind of weird.
Exactly. So what was your big takeaway in 2017, and what are you planning on this year?
Well, this year I moved to LA, so that was huge. I got here in August, and I drove cross country from Florida, and I joined SAG in August, and I got my first agent, Vanessa Gilbert, in December. So I got my list done.
You're getting it done. And that's what it takes to survive here. And again, pay the rent. Yeah. What's your big goal for 2018?
The usual: work more, book national commercial, book animated series, book AAA video game, book some looping gigs, book a promo. The usual.
Just making everybody out there jealous. But it can be done. What do you attribute your success this year to?
All of my coaches: Joyce Castellanos, Everett Oliver, Marilyn Wissner, you guys' program. I heard Johnny Gidcomb's interview from you guys, and I signed up for his class. You just got to watch and listen. These guys have experts on.
That's the whole point. Well, Happy New Year, Scott. Thanks for coming by. Nice to see you.
Thanks again.
All righty. Over here. Yeah.
Let's do one more.
Here's a guy I used to refer to as my West Coast dad until I realized I'm not much younger than him.
That's a West Coast brother.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, you're my West Coast bigger brother. Right, exactly. Mark Cashman, who's been on our show many times.
How are you doing? Happy New Year. Hope the last year was a good one, and I hope this next one is great for you. I really, really do. It's Bethany, right?
Yes.
Was just saying how's your first day of the new year? And I said, well, first of all, I'm dressed.
I'm not.
You see, no, you're dressed. No, normally I'm not dressed. Normally I'm in my pajamas, and the only time I'll ever get dressed is if I have an excuse to get dressed, which is this party. So the first day of the year, and then I walk in. As soon as I walk in, Larry Hudson, my colleague Larry, hands me some money. So I'm dressed. I just got paid. I'm amongst my friends and colleagues. The food looks good.
What else could you want?
It's great. What a great way to start off the new year. And I hope everybody gets hopefully at least one of those things to start off the new year with. Get dressed. At least that's a start right there. I'm telling you.
Took me a while this morning.
Yeah. I know. It takes me a long while. Anyway. Yeah. Hold your breath on that one. Yeah.
So what are your plans for 2018? Or 2018, depending.
She just asked if I had any resolutions, and I my only resolutions really are to complete projects that I didn't get completed the past year. And we're all working on projects. We all have stuff that we are going to do. That's our resolutions, is to complete the thing started, or to start something that you've been meaning to complete. Yes? Yeah.
Make it happen.
I guess so. Now, I understand that this is an expanded edition.
Well, we're outside the studio here, so we've already expanded pretty far.
Exactly. But in terms of time, you've got some time here. Right. So, has anybody interviewed you?
Not lately. I mean, we've done a few podcasts. Yeah. Everybody's like, "Oh, you become on our podcast?" Sure. Uh-huh. There's a few I'd like to be on. They've never invited me. Whatever.
If you're listening, now's a perfect excuse. So, can I ask you, Dan, how was your 2017 and what's going on for 2018?
We're going to get to it. Oh. See, this is my show, so I get to do that at the end of the show. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know. I'm sorry. I didn't want to spoil it. Okay, no spoilers. That's a reveal. That's definitely a reveal. Stay tuned, guys, because we're going to hear what Dan's plans are for 2018. And I'm all ears.
All right, I can't wait to hear what they are, too.
Absolutely.
All right, well, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with all of these people at this amazing party here at the VOBS compound in just a couple of minutes, so don't go away. We'll be right back. Are you confused about how to set up and maintain a professional quality voiceover studio? No wonder. The information out there is mostly mythology. This is the best microphone to use.
Should be.
You'll have to have a preamp. You need a soundproof booth. This software is the best. Your audio must be broadcast quality. Consult with someone who knows the truth. Someone who's been there, in the trenches, doing voiceover for over 30 years. Someone with unparalleled experience with voiceover studios, who's worked with hundreds of voice actors and designed hundreds of personal studios. He knows how to teach and cares about your success. In one of the harshest environments known to voiceover, your home. Dan Lenard, the Home Studio Master. Separate myth from fact and get a handle on your personal voiceover studio. Contact the Home Studio Master at homevoiceoverstudio.com. Drop off a specimen of your dry audio for a free analysis.
Well, it's my job now to tell you about one of our sponsors. That's Source Elements, the creators of Source Connect, an amazing software to draw your studio's audio real-time into other studios anywhere around the globe. Source Connect is an incredible, outstanding software, proven over 10 years now. The software has been in use in major studios, and now voice actor studios just like yours. You don't have to have a huge investment in gear, and the upfront cost has never been lower because now you can do a subscription to use Source Connect Standard. And you don't even have to have an iLock USB key anymore. You can just use it with your actual computer, no iLock key, USB key required. So if you want to give it a try, go over to sourceelements.com. That's source-elements.com. And give it a try. They have a 15-day free trial, and give it a shot. Let them know we sent you, and step up the game in 2018. This should be something on your list of resolutions, is getting Source Connect. We'll be right back with more from our audience and everything else going on here at our New Year's Day party right after this.
As a voice talent, you have to have a website. But what a hassle getting someone to do it for you. And when they finally do, they break or don't look right on mobile devices. They're not built for marketing and SEO. They're expensive. You have limited or no control. And it takes forever to get one built and go live. So what's the best way to get you online in no time? Go to voiceactorwebsites.com. Like our name implies, voiceactorwebsites.com just does websites for voice actors. We believe in creating fast, mobile-friendly, responsive, highly functional designs that are easy to read and easy to use. You have full control. No need to hire someone every time you want to make a change. And our upfront pricing means you know exactly what your costs are ahead of time. You can get your voiceover website going for as little as $700.
Sorry, I got 10 seconds.
So if you
10
want your
seconds.
voice actor website without the hassle of complexity and dealing with too many options, go to voiceactorwebsites.com, where your VO website shouldn't be a pain in the you-know-what.
1.
And we're back here on Voiceover Body Shop. Well, sort of outside the Voiceover Body Shop. We're out here in my yard, in the VOBS compound, and lounging around with one of my friends I met this year, who's a talented young lady, Greg McPherson.
Hi.
Hey, Dan. Dan, let's start that over again. It's chopping in and out very badly, so I'm not really sure. Is the battery light going? Hang on, guys.
It's live. Okay, is that helping? All right. So, yeah, is it working?
If you don't see one, that means it's existing and it's without. So just keep an eye on that. See that light go out over these things. So the signal. Okay.
I'll keep an eye on it. I couldn't see it at all. Right. So where are you from?
I'm born here, but my family's from Scotland. I grew up in Scotland.
With a name like that, I would figure that.
Yeah, it's like we're 99.9% Scottish, except for one Englishman, and we don't talk about him.
You're a voice actor, like a lot of people here. What was your achievement in 2017?
Well, as a voice actor, it has to do with personal stuff. But
This is called On the Fly. We're just gonna get people over here. Okay. Okay. Yes, and we're walking. We're in here now. All right. Yeah. Why don't we just go back to the interview set and make this a whole lot easier? All righty.
oh, it's bright in here. Oh.
Yeah, it's TV. It's got to be bright. So anyway, what you were telling us, what's going on? What happened with you in 2017?
I started and am almost completed with a 4-song EP called Deer in the Headlights as a singer. And it's all music that I have written the lyrics and the music for. And I'm very excited about that. It's coming out in February. And also, I got rid of a couple of complications with faces in my life, which is really awesome.
Cool. All right. And what are your big goals for this year?
Focus on me. Hi, Morag.
Focus in a little bit more here.
No, focus and attention to basically just taking care of myself and my goals, which are to get back into the game with my voiceover career. I've done it for 19 years, and I've been incredibly fortunate and worked consistently. But the last couple of years, I've allowed personal things to get in the way. So I'm not doing that anymore. It's about me.
You gotta love that. All right.
And being friends with everyone.
And isn't it great being part of this community?
It is. I love it.
It's great running into people at parties, and you got to always have something to talk about. So
Always.
That's the best part. Morag, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Okay.
Happy New Year.
All righty. Okay. Oh, okay. Wow, look at that. We're actually back on the set now. And we've got this mic working?
Yes.
Okay, so we can just turn this and nice try. Oh, okay. So it's time to invite another friend, somebody who I see once a month. Come on over here, Patty.
Oh.
Get in here. Get in here.
As I'm shrinking into the couch, hoping that nobody will notice.
No, but that's not what voiceover is about.
Hello, my friend.
You got to be out there. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Mwah.
Oh, good to see you.
Don't touch the backdrop.
Okay, all right, we're going to move a little farther forward here. Roll that chair a little bit further.
She shakes.
There we go. All righty. Oh, okay. Now down a little bit. Down. There you go. Okay, cool. All right, got to zoom it back out there a little bit, Andrew, because we're missing Patty because we always like to see her.
She's pretty.
That's right. That's right. So we get to see each other once a month at Voices Anonymous.
If we're lucky.
If we're lucky.
If we're lucky.
If I can make it.
If you can make it.
No,
I'm always there.
Every time I've walked in, you've been there. What's Voices Anonymous all about?
Voices Anonymous is a reference and referral group so that, we get together, we talk voiceover, and we trade references and referrals. If you're interested, if you run across something that everybody should know about, that's what we do.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun.
And we meet all sorts of cool people.
We do. We have a lot of amazing people that show up every month. It's really fun. There's, you just show up whenever, and if you can't make it for 6 months, doors wide open still when you come back.
And that's the way it should be.
Mm-hmm.
So what was your big thing that happened to you that was significant in 2017?
Oh, a lot of things. Yeah, we're not going to go into that.
All right. Yeah, the air conditioning working?
Not yet.
Oh, darn. That wasn't a big achievement.
I bought a car. That was a big one.
All right. So did I.
So there was that, yeah. My car's better than yours, though. Oh. I said it. I threw it out there. Wow. I still love you, though.
Well, okay.
I still love you, though.
Okay. What's your big plan for 2018?
My big plan for 2018, definitely a lot of focus. This past year, I've been kind of all over the place, personally, professionally, everything, and I really need to dial that in a little bit more. I've already got some things in place in order to make that happen. I don't really do New Year's resolutions per se. It just happened to work out that it was this time of year that all the ducks came into a fuzzy little row, and I'm ready to go.
Yeah. Usually that happens when you're like doing your accounting at the end of the year for tax purposes.
Yeah.
I really need to be doing a little bit more of this.
Yeah.
A little bit less of this.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened. I kind of went, oh, hello. Oh, maybe I should stop doing that and I'll do a little more of that.
Yeah. Very good. All right. Well, thank you so much for.
More hugs.
All right. Can't get enough hugs, and I certainly can't get enough hugs from her. Anyway, thanks for being here.
Well, thanks for having me.
All right. Who else wants to be interviewed?
I'll do it.
Jack Daniel, somebody who I never get a chance to talk to.
We never talk to each other.
I mean, you're here almost every week.
Almost.
And the purveyor of the fermented beverages when we, on Monday
I plead
night.
guilty, sir.
A good job. All right, I appreciate it. Now, you're originally not from San Francisco. You came from San Francisco.
Right, but I'm an East Coaster. So I came from Philadelphia
Philly,
and lived in D.C., I lived in Massachusetts, and then I moved out west because the West is the best.
Yeah. And you're a voice actor working full time?
Say that again?
You're a voice?
No, I'm joking, yes.
Are you a voice actor?
Yeah, I moved down here actually in March of this past year, which is when I started hanging out with you guys.
Yeah. And so what was that like your big achievement for 2017?
It was one of them, yeah. I mean, for sure. I mean, 2017 was a banner year for me. I took things to the next level. I mean, I moved here. I signed up with a really great agent and, started booking some national stuff. And
Roll off the screen, Jack. You're against the green.
Oh.
Roll forward.
Somebody demands. That's it. My off-camera career is cemented. No, it's been a fantastic year, Dan. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, and we really appreciate you coming in here and running the chat room. Except tonight, even though there's probably how many people we got in the chat room tonight, George?
Everybody's here. Everybody's physically here.
Well, that explains that.
No, we got 15 people in the chat room tonight.
Okay, well, hi everybody. Usually you're talking to him.
That's right. This is what I look like. Oh my God, it's disappointing, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes. He takes up a lot of room on that couch over there while doing that.
No.
Yeah. Now, what's the challenge in being in the chat room there for you?
The challenge, honestly, I mean, there's a lot of really intelligent questions that are being asked, and so sometimes it's just trying to figure out, which ones to feed you right away.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, it's not that very challenging. I mean, it's a great community. Everyone's really cool. We all get along really well. So I'm just like, just hanging out with everybody else. So it's pretty cool.
Cool.
Except for Paul Stefano.
Yeah.
Devox. I mean, these other recalcitrants who I just don't want to work with anymore. So that's cool.
They've got to be in the chat room tonight, aren't they?
I'll tell you who's in the chat room. Jolene, Ann, Carly Rush, Christopher Tom, Fred North, Michael Bleha, Rosie Amador, and Announcer are in the chat room
Wendy
tonight.
says hi, apparently.
Hi, Rosie. How you doing?
Doug is down in Florida. Hey, Doug.
All right, Doug.
Doug, yeah.
The announcer.
The announcer. He's great.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, the people in that chat room are awesome. We have a good time.
Yeah.
Well, they can't.
That's all them saying, yeah, we're having a great time.
Can't you hear them? I mean, they're all out there. So what's your big goal for 2018?
I really want to cement more my role in promo. I mean, I've been making some great inroads, doing some trailer stuff, but I really think this is the year that I'm going to make my name known better for promo. So that's my focus for this year.
And you have such a well-known
word.
Yeah.
I used Barag's word.
What was the word?
Focus. We're all trying to use the word
Focus.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. That's a really good one to. I think we all need to do that.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
Because things get fuzzy after.
How about you, Dan? What's your goal for 2018?
I told everybody we'll talk about it later.
All right.
Because I'll probably come up with something.
I thought I was going to be like
by
the one cool person who actually asked you, and of course everyone else has too. So,
right. Yeah. Well, I warned everybody. I want you to talk about this. I want you to talk about that.
You did actually. Yeah.
I know. I'm a good producer. I try to work the crowd and make that happen.
Have you interviewed our new floor director yet? Or?
Not yet.
Okay.
And I'm betting she doesn't want anything to do with it.
Really? I think that would be so awesome.
We'll get to talk
Okay,
once we get her worked in and whipped into shape and running everything here. We'll talk to her a little bit more.
Can I just say I love working with you guys? You are like so important to me in getting my career started. I've learned so much from this show. It really has meant a lot to me, and so I'm really proud to be a part of it. So thanks, man.
Oh, we appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So I get a handshake. You guys all get hugs. That's fine.
Well, I get 2 hugs from you every time you come in.
That's true.
When you come and when
and
you
they're
go.
actually very intimate.
All right. Yeah, he's just a lot taller than me.
So they're not that intimate.
Jack, thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
Cheers, man. We really appreciate your dedication.
You've been a big help. Just handling the chat room is like one less thing that we got to do.
Right.
Although we had Anthony Gettig doing it all those years, and he started a coffee business.
That's right. Which is really cool.
Right.
And you had Diana Birdsall, right?
And, occasionally, and various other people. But we're looking for other volunteers for like when, you can't be here, which seems to be almost never. So, anyway.
Meaning you're almost always here.
Exactly. It was a double negative.
That's right.
I'm still thinking about it.
It's important being a wordsmith, especially in this particular business. So anyway, what are we going to do here? We're going to take a break?
I think it's time for a break.
Okay, well, we'll take a break and we'll go drag some other
nobody
people
can follow
reluctantly
Jack
in
Daniels.
here. That's right. Smooth like the whiskey. All righty. We'll be right back here on Voiceover Body Shop. Don't go away quite yet.
It's mostly the odor.
Style. Power.
You're watching the home of the NFL.
The all-new iPhone.
Reserve your Disney World season pass now.
Through all the runny noses, 3 a.m. coughs.
An all-new American Crime Story, tonight on FX.
This week only, it's Pasta Fest at Olive Garden.
Heart rate, prime. Blood pressure, perfect.
I grew up with the classics, and now with StubHub, I can get authentic tickets to the best shows.
The all-new Chevy Cruze from $16,995.
Be inspired, then get the beauty that's uniquely yours at Sephora.
This week at Home Depot, it's our Garden Fest sale with up to 30% off all garden tools, sod, and seeds.
Hi, it's J. Michael Collins, and these are just a few examples of the first-class demos my team and I are producing. If you'd like to have something similar, visit jmcvoiceover.com and click on the Demo Production tab to find out more.
To Dan, George, Jack, and the whole gang at VOBS TV, Happy New Year! And thank you for a great 2017. In fact, thank you for 300 great shows, a lot of great information, things I use on a regular basis, so thank you very much. And thanks for hosting me when I visited the spacious and luxurious VOBS TV studios last October. Happy New Year! Here's to a great 2018.
Learn the latest in voiceover technology, business, and good old-fashioned acting.
I really like your bracelet. It's awesome.
Hey, Paul, where did you get that watch?
That's really cool.
And a hamburger with no cheese, please.
Every Monday, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, only on VoiceOverBodyShop.com.
Hey, one of our great sponsors, Harlan Hogan. He's been with us since the beginning of time, according to some people. Anyway, what Harlan is doing right now, he's doing his once-a-year only long-haul workshop at Voice One in San Francisco this Saturday, January 6th. The first 15 participants that sign up get a free pair of Oralex mopeds.
Wow.
Yeah. Whoa. A $55 New Year's gift from Oralex. Well, what are they? We'll tell you what they are. First off, what is real acoustic foam? Don't be fooled by hucksters passing off cheap, convoluted packing foam as acoustic foam. You don't get what you pay for. Use these moped decoupling devices. I do talk for a living, don't I? Decoupling devices like the mopeds for studio monitors, hard drives, etc. Happy New Year from Harlan Hogan and Voiceover Essentials. The best way to get stuff from him is just to go to the bottom of the page here that you're watching this very show on right now and click on the picture of Harlan Hogan talking into his legendary portabooth. And it will take you right there, and you can see all of the amazing things that he has for sale at voiceoveressentials.com. And I think you can actually get these things too. But if you sign up for his thing this weekend in San Francisco, you might actually win some of these. So go sign up. Really, and they're very important because they help isolate your monitors. Yes. Now that's Mopar. Mopar.
It's all about the decoupling.
That's right. There's a decoupling. Anyway, thanks, Harlan, for being our sponsor for 7 years, since episode numero uno. And we appreciate it. Happy New Year to you, Harlan. We'll be right back.
In a world of audio, two men knew what they were doing, or at least they have you convinced. They put the BS in VOBS.TV.
You're watching VOBS.TV. I don't know why. It's crazy what they do here. I think I'm going to go somewhere else and have a cheese sandwich.
This is John Bailey, the Epic Voice, and you're watching VOBS.TV, Monday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9:30 Newfoundland.
VOBS is still on? Seriously?
Every Monday, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific.
Voiceover Body Shop. I love when they talk BS about VO.
And we're back. No, I'm not bored. I have all my friends around me. This is fabulous. We're having a good time tonight and reminiscing about what it's been like doing this show for the last 150 years. It seems like it some nights, but, anyway, we're talking with a lot of our guests that are here tonight. We've got a lot of people here. It's just amazing that, that we've been doing this show and that people are like, hey, I want to see this show. I want to see how you guys do this. And then they come in here and thinking that this is the Taj Mahal and realizing that we're out in my garage. It's like Wayne's World. But anyway.
Look for older people.
Yeah, exactly. Wayne's World. All right. All right. There they all are. Anyway, we're talking with some of the people who are here. And here's somebody who I finally got a chance to meet this year. I see her on Facebook all the time. See, we all know each other on Facebook.
Yes.
Wendy Shapiro.
Hello.
Happy New Year. Nice to see you.
Hello.
Yeah. Now, where are you from?
I'm from Detroit, Michigan.
Detroit. Speaking of Mopar.
Mopar town. Town. Yes.
Yeah. And you're a voice actor full time?
You know what? Part time, actually. I've been more of an on-camera person, and then I started to go into voiceover because I'd always been told, you have a good voice, blah blah blah, whatever. So that's why I'm here.
It's certainly a unique voice, and that's what's important.
Thank you. Unique.
Yeah. So what kind of stuff have you been working on?
Well, currently I've actually been traveling a lot more for work. And so it's nice to be able to get out there and just, like a variety of different things, mostly actually want to start to get into kid stuff, more animation, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I've done Robot Chicken and a variety of little projects.
Right. Things that you've signed NDAs for and stuff.
Of course.
Of course.
Yes,
so we never know what anybody is working on. They're all signing NDAs
Yes.
and it's all this anonymous stuff. Anyway.
Yeah.
So you had a good 2017?
Yeah, it's good.
That's great.
Yeah. I wanted to say hi to Jolene. Jolene Dirks.
Hi, Jolene.
Hey, Jolene.
Does everybody know Jolene?
No.
She told me to come here. She told me to come here. So if you are out there, it's me, Jolene.
Jolene is there.
Yay!
She said to say hi.
Hello. Okay, so there we are. Mutual hellos.
See, the great interactive nature of our media. You got to love every second of it. So, Wendy, thank you so much for being on the show.
It's awesome.
Thank you for being a sport and coming on.
Absolutely.
All right. Everett Oliver, get over here.
Oh, no. I wasn't even ready for this. I was prepping. Hi, Dan.
Everett, Happy New Year, my
Happy
friend.
New Year. Wait, let me pin it.
All right, get yourself comfortable.
Yeah, nice shoes. Shoe cam.
Yeah, we're shoe cam.
Shoe cam.
Okay. So anyway, you've had an interesting year because you've been on the road.
I've been on the road since.
What you been doing?
I went to Toronto, San Francisco, Chicago, New York. I'm missing something. Washington, D.C.
Yeah. Did
So,
you get your kicks on Route 66?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So, but yeah, so I had a great year.
What you been talking about with people?
I've just been doing a lot of workshops. A lot of animation workshops, privates, auditions, putting myself out there. People have been contacting me, calling me. So
that's good.
It was actually I had a great year.
It sounded like you were having fun. We would see the reports on the road and you're here, you're there.
Exactly.
So that's great. So you're coaching now.
I'm coaching.
And you actually do audition coaching, which is, we never get the chance. Most of the time I'm sitting here in my booth going, all right, how do they want me to do this? And so I'm like, I could call Everett or I could call Mark Cashman. I can call some of these people and say, how the hell am I supposed to do this one? Right. I can make choices, but what are some of the things you can tell people when they're like,
don't overthink it.
Don't overthink it. Right. All right. Yeah. I'm like, okay.
And figure out who you're talking to. A lot of people don't understand who they're talking to. So quick tip, get a picture of somebody who you identify with and talk to them. Take a picture from your iPhone, put it up on, in the booth and talk to them.
I might end up swearing at it a whole lot.
That's okay.
Okay, that's good.
Depending on who it is.
Right. Depending on who it is, right?
Exactly.
Someone I relate to. All right. So yeah, that's a good tip, and it's just so difficult. It's the hardest, I think, thing that people need to learn is how to be self-directed, and you can learn how to do it, but it helps if you have somebody you can go to
and trust
and
understands the person,
right?
Yeah, because I have to understand you as the performer.
You've got
pull the performance out of you.
You've got to know what they're capable of doing,
right,
or not capable of doing in some situations. Maxine wants to ask a question.
It's a Maxine this was supposed to be like a 2 or 3 segment now.
And now it's our new segment here on Voiceover Body Shop.
All right, now I gotta put my
It's time
glasses
for
on.
a Maxine moment.
Thanks, Maxine.
I know
Yes, ma'am.
that so many voice actors watching this now are suffer under the same thing that I do, which is what you just said, which is overthinking things. That's one of my problems is overthinking auditions or how to do this or how to do that. So can you just give like a couple of, pieces of advice? Oh.
Remember the mic, it's a microphone. There you go.
Yeah, so I'm so sorry to interrupt, but
say your question again.
You were talking about overthinking things, and that is one of my major problems. And I'm guessing that, other voice actors have the same problem, overthinking how to do an audition, how to do a job, how to voice this or that. Can you give just a couple of tips on how to not bloody well overthink something?
Okay, I'm going to tell you how to do the audition process. Okay. How would I suggest? I got to take my glasses off.
Oh, okay. Somehow we look somewhat less
now I got comfortable.
Serious now.
Now I'm serious. So you get the copy, analyze the copy is your first trick. Write all your notes down. Take your first pass, then take your second pass. Walk away when you're going to do your third pass. Just don't listen to it. Walk away because everything will be different for you. Give yourself 15 minutes. Call your boyfriend, girlfriend. Talk to your parents. Do something, to distract yourself. Then go ahead and do your third pass. And then listen to all 3 takes and make a decision. Stick with it and forget about it. That's it. You should be done. Nice. You should be done in less than 30 minutes. You should be done.
Advice. Yeah,
and
sometimes I spend way too much time. I
don't
know about you guys. I'm surrounded by voice actors here. I spend way too much time on auditions. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but no, that's really good advice.
Because even this
break and then 3.
Absolutely, that's it. And stick with it and just leave it alone. Don't think about it afterwards. Oh, I should have did this and that because you don't know. Nobody knows what they specifically want. So, but if you're spending more than 30 minutes, that's a problem. Okay, that's a serious problem.
So no, I'll change that.
Yeah, it should be really 15 minutes. You should be in and out.
That's great. That's great.
Thing for all of us,
Yes, and that's our Maxine moment for 2018. I'll take that. There you go.
Okay, we're done.
All righty. So what's your big goal for 2018?
New York. I'm going to teach in New York. Finally.
Yeah.
I'm going
to when it's warmer, hopefully.
When it's warmer.
Yeah.
I've been asked to go to Seattle.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Seattle's
New
nice.
market.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be doing a little bit of online coaching. Just like a little bit of animation online coaching.
Cool.
So that's really.
And if somebody wants to get online coaching, how would they get to you?
MyBoothDirector.com.
MyBoothDirector.com. Remember that.
Yes.
All right. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
Thanks for coming in.
Good to see you, everybody.
All right.
George. Oh, George is busy.
Oh, okay.
Hey, George.
All right. Yeah, go find Nicole Fazio. I want to talk to her for a bit. She's out there somewhere. All right, Larry Hudson, get up here.
Get up there, Larry.
Hello, Larry.
Come on, Larry.
I don't know if I have anything to say.
Larry. Imagine that.
I find that utterly impossible to believe.
Well,
Yeah. So about again, Mark. We were talking with Mark Cashman earlier about saying you really should be out in California. You and I had a conversation about this about 4 years ago.
That's right.
We were at something. I think we were at Ann Ganguz's place. We were doing our third anniversary show, which seems like 100 years ago. Even though it was only
I remember
4
that.
years
I
ago.
actually have pictures from that.
Yeah,
Looked at them the other
I'm
day.
like, hey, I'm thinking about moving to California, and you gave me the great advice. And she said, oh, you're going to love it here.
and then I said, and be ready for sticker shock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was But it all worked out.
It all worked out just
we
fine.
met at your mother's. We looked at the map.
That's right.
And you made your decisions. All good.
And we did. And now here I am in this marvelous
and it's awesome.
garage.
And everybody gets to come and hang.
And that's what we love about this place.
Yeah, it's great.
Now you're coaching too, and you're teaching.
No,
you've been teaching people.
I do Audacity and Adobe Audition. I do 5-week courses. It's been a really great year. I got to help a lot of people. One thing I'm scheduled to do 2 3-hour sessions, one on Audacity, one on Audition at VO Atlanta this year.
Oh, cool.
And I'm also going to be doing a breakout session, which is for everybody, which is going to be really cool, called How to Organize Your Computer for Voiceover and for Life. Because what I see in all the time that I help people, being organized and having your computer be really clean and tidy and how to do that is so important in this business. The reason why I always liked organization is because I like to move really fast and I have a really short fuse on frustration. Like, I play golf and I lose a ball and you have 5 minutes to find it. I'm good for about 30 seconds and then I just throw another ball down. So
pretty much the way I play the game too.
So my idea was, the more organized I am, the more I know where things are and it's all very intuitive, then I don't get frustrated. And I really see that. Yeah, and then you have more time. Yeah, you have more time to be productive and to really do the stuff that you love. And I got to say, man, this is my 3rd career. And I've waited my whole life for this job. It's like I love what I do every day. I love helping other people. I love my voiceover work. It's been a great year for me, both voiceover wise and on the 5-week courses. The other thing is the workouts. We started in 2010. We started with 6 people, and it went on for about a year. And now there's 70 people working out every week.
That's great.
It's like the best deal in voiceover. It's $25 a month. So, and you're working out with different people, different skill levels. And what's really interesting about that is a couple of my really skilled, working actors say, we actually enjoy being more with the new people and learn more from them because they are playing director and they have to articulate that to the people with less skill. And if they can articulate it for them, they can do it for themselves when they're in the booth. And for me, I keep thinking about what your question was, which is what was the biggest breakthrough you had this year? I think it was January 12th this last year.
At what time?
I don't know what time. It was actually probably 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Was my last VO lesson with David Lyerly.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew the moment that he had told me, okay, this is, we're completing because I'm taking a full-time gig. I knew that my job was to take what he had given me over 2.5 years and really dig for the gold. And I got to say, I listened back to, I've got 44 in the can, and I listened to him and I'm amazed at literally in 15 of them, he told me everything that he wanted me to know. And I actually, for the first time in my career of going into my 9th year, it's like I actually look at a piece of copy and I can actually see what my choices are. And it's like I'm so comfortable. And that doesn't mean I get it right all the time, because I don't. At best,
there's lots of auditions and there's a lot of work to go around.
At best, I'm inconsistent, but I'm comfortable. And that's... Man, David always said to me, nothing happens unless you're calm and relaxed. And boy. So anyway, that's my feeling that way. Having that be part of my everyday, how I do my job is like the biggest
Zen
breakthrough.
Of voiceover.
There you go. Thank you, Mark.
He has just like this little voice in his head. It's amazing.
Give me my money back.
My moment from Mark.
Okay.
That's right. Okay. How
Dan,
are we doing on time?
I think we should take one more break. Maybe we can say hi to a couple more people.
And I want to just say thank you both. You are instrumental in creating the career that I currently have. I've learned so much from both of you. I love you guys. And I don't always get to make Monday nights. But listen, I talk to people, I go, what do you mean you don't know what VOBS is? It's like, you got to listen to these guys. They're going to give you, because you saved me so much money, so much turmoil. So I hear what people go through and just know
hours of mind-numbing frustration.
That's right. So thank you, both of you. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
Woo! All right. Oh, we're having a great time here tonight. Wish you could all be here. Some of you are back east freezing your tuchuses off.
It was what, 72 today?
72.
Sorry about
it wasn't totally
It was a
sunny.
little dry.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit, yeah. Yesterday, I'm hosing off the back patio because we're having the party up. It's December 31st, and I'm hosing my patio.
And it's not an ice rink.
Yeah, I was
when
going to
you're
say.
finished.
That just means we're
Usually
just
you do it
covering
on
the rink.
purpose in Buffalo to make an ice
It was the
rink.
first time it wasn't a euphemism. That's what made me real.
Exactly.
Dude,
All
you were
right.
wasting water.
He's a transplant.
No. If you knew what that patio was like. Anyway. All right. Well, we're gonna take a quick break, and then George and I are gonna figure out what exactly we have
How to
planned
end this
for,
thing.
yeah, for 2018. We'll be right back here on Voiceover Body Shop.
Voiceover Extra.
Your dynamic voiceover career requires extra resources to keep moving ahead. Now there's one place where you can explore everything the voiceover industry has to offer. That place is voiceoverextra.com. Whether you're just exploring a voiceover career or a seasoned veteran ready to reach that next professional level, stay in touch with market trends, coaching, products, and services while avoiding scams and other pitfalls. VoiceOver Extra has hundreds of articles, free resources, and training that will save you time and help you succeed. Learn from the most respected talents, coaches, and industry insiders when you join the online sessions bringing you the most current information on topics like audiobooks, auditioning, casting, home studio setup and equipment, marketing, performance techniques, and much more. It's time to hit your one-stop daily resource for voiceover success. Sign up for a free subscription to newsletters and reports and get 14 bonus reports on how to ace the voiceover audition. It's all here at voiceoverextra.com. That's voiceoverextra.com.
Thanks for joining us once again for another episode of Voiceover Body Shop.
Learn the latest in voiceover technology.
Business.
That good old-fashioned acting. Hey, Paul, I really like your suit. Where did you get it? It looks good on you. This is VOBS.
Hey guys, this is Tom, also known as the voice of SpongeBob SquarePants, and you want to fill your ear holes and your eye holes with Dan and George and the Audio Body Shop. Ah! Meow! Snails like it too.
And we're back.
Oh, we got to get Tom Kenny back on the show.
Oh man, do we ever? And now he's not. Now we're pretty close. He's driving distance away now.
Oh yeah. He's like a couple of blocks away, and and there's other people we'd like to get on the show too. One of the things you guys can do for us is fill out the survey on our website, which is like right up here somewhere, and let us know what you want to see on the show. Who do you know, the people that you want us to talk to, and is there a subject you want to cover or something along those lines? We need tech questions.
We do.
That's
This is a
George and I
viewer-driven show.
Yeah, it always
Very
has been,
much
which
so.
is probably why we're still doing it, because people still need to know what's going on. And we're here to help you. We try to give you as much information as we can, and of course, we're available for professional consultation to
That's right.
help you with your home studio.
Yes.
And
where do we find you, Dan?
Where do you find me?
If we're trying to find you for tech support.
If they need me for that, all they have to do is go over to homevoiceoverstudio.com, and you can fill out, you can ask me a question there. I have my legendary specimen collection cup there. I just click on that. It's Dropbox. Send me a sample of your audio. There's some instructions on that, and we'll give it a listen, and we'll see if there's something that can be done with it. If sometimes like, hey, it sounds great. You know, it might be. I hear an echo. Well, that's because you're listening back in a room with no acoustic treatment in it.
Right.
Those are the little things that we teach you.
Yeah.
So,
If it sounds good, it is good.
Yeah. Now, and you're out on your own and
That's right.
talking with all sorts of people and running George the Tech.
Yeah, georgethetech.com, or people that like short, nerdy URLs, georgethe.tech. And if you need any help with your home studio, that's where you can find me. I can create processing settings for you. I can analyze your sound and your studio sound with a sound check. I can build you a design from the ground up to have your contractor build out for you. Anything in between. I even set up Apollo processing settings for people.
Ooh.
If you know what that is, then this is for you.
Are.
But it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it, and I can help people all over the world as long as you speak English. That's the only restriction, because I haven't gone bilingual yet.
I have Lewis.
That
who
really
can speak
helps.
5 languages.
Oh, man. See, guy's got an advantage right
That's
there.
right.
But anyway, that's where you can find me. I love helping people with their tech.
It's fascinating talking to people all over the world and hearing audio from different, from Europe and England and from Southeast Asia.
True, yeah.
It's very in India, very, very different. Very different types of things that that we hear technically. I mean, that people are closer to the mic or they're farther away. They overprocess stuff like crazy.
And you can send your audio in any language. It doesn't matter the language that you speak. We will listen to your audio.
Right.
We receive audio in German and
Dutch.
Dutch? Yeah, Dutch,
Japanese.
A lot of
all
different
sorts of
languages.
stuff.
We're happy to listen to whatever language you send in.
So what was you had an interesting year, to say the least. What was your highlight at 2017?
I mean, I don't know. In some way, I guess I could say my highlight was just figuring out that I can be solo and work for myself successfully. Several years ago, I joined forces with another company, and it was cushy and comfortable for a little while there, but perhaps maybe it got a little bit too comfortable, and I just wasn't thriving and growing. And I'm so glad now to find out that, yes, back on my own again, I'm happier and I'm doing better in my business than I ever was before. So that's been a really great revelation, to find that out. The truth of the matter was, what I figured out was that I was doing better the 6 months leading up to leaving to join the other company than I had ever before. So when I went back on my own, fortunately, those clients were waiting for me again, and people, thanks to the audience we have here and the megaphone that we have, or the mouthpiece we have here,
Hello!
I was able to get the word out and get back to work again, doing what I love to do.
So what's your big goal for 2018?
2018, I'd say professionally, it's going to be. I'm forming a new alliance. I know you guys probably think I'm crazy to be doing another
alliance.
An alliance, but I am working on something. It's too soon to announce anything officially.
You signed your NDA?
Not yet,
Okay.
but this is a relationship I've had for a very long time with these folks, and the coming up party might be at Voiceover Atlanta 2018. Stay tuned. Details to come, but that's something I'm working on right now, and I'm excited about.
Cool.
But how about yourself? What do you see?
Well, everybody's waiting with bated breath since we've been talking about this the whole show. 2017 was it started off a little bit rough. As you recall, last spring we had the incident with with one of the promos that turned into a major league flaming war, and I was like terribly depressed after that. And I was wondering what am I doing in this business? And then I decided, somewhere along the way, and we've talked about this a little bit, to back off of the things that create non-productivity.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Things, you volunteer for things, you feel responsible to help people out.
Yep.
And then you realize, there's a place and a time and a place for that. But what's really important is to concentrate on me and my family, and make sure that everybody who's around me is happy, and simple things like washing the dishes.
Mm-hmm. That makes a big difference in a relationship.
It makes a huge difference. And other things like that. Once I found that I focused more on me and people around me, things started to change.
So by doing that, you're saying no to other stuff,
right?
I'm assuming.
I learned how to say no. I've got other things to do.
Yeah,
and
that's a big deal.
And sometimes when you do those sorts of things, when you project out to the universe, and this is spiritual, whatever you want to think about it.
Yeah, I'm into it.
When you send that message out to the universe to come and get me, people start to come and get you, which is really, really cool. And I picked up a number of really nice clients. One that just sends me work every day.
In the realms of voice acting.
In the realm of voice. Doing the stuff that I spent an entire career doing when I was in radio.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's stuff that just comes to me naturally, and it's working out really, really well. And I just signed on with them for another year.
That's fantastic.
And the home studio business is doing great, and it's fun teaching and getting people from zero in an hour and a half, and getting them actually up, hitting record and doing it properly and sounding right.
Well, you took a huge risk coming out here, pulling up stakes, family, the whole thing to come out here is no small feat. And you're still here, and now it's starting to pay dividends. It takes time.
It does. I think anybody that comes out here, it takes about 2.5 years. It takes a while to make friends. Fortunately, I had a lot of friends out here already.
A built-in network, which is really nice.
But we've met so many other wonderful people. We've got some people that are in here tonight. Nicole Fazio over there. Go to the audience cam. And her dog, what's your dog's name? Nellie. She's been getting along with Tinky?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, they're both about the same size. So, and La Rosa is here. Yeah. Forte, right?
Yes.
Yes, I remember the name. All right. I'm not that old. I mean, you're older, but I can still remember those things. And so we've been, it's been great getting to meet people and making friends. It's hard to make friends here in LA.
It can be. It can be a little, as big as the city this is with as many people, it can be very isolating sometimes.
People cancel plans and stuff like that, and it was tough. And then somebody invited us to a New Year's party last night, and we were like walking the dog. Yeah, we'll be there. We're like, what are we going to do? Oh, we'll watch TV, and and then it'll be midnight, and then got stuff to do. And then we went to a party, met some people we had a lot in common with. It was a really good time.
That is fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we got invited to a last-minute party as well. I mean, it wasn't the party was very well planned, but we got invited last minute, and it was a lot of fun. I mean, we were going to a room with 100 people we had never met. I vaguely knew the guy hosting the party well enough to say hello, hi, Mark. And he's like, who? Oh, you're George. Oh, okay. He didn't ask us to leave. We were good. No, we had a great time.
That's great.
It was a fantastic party, and we felt completely welcomed. So it's great to take chances like that.
Yeah. For this year, I am really going to continue on what I really started in the last quarter of 2017, and that is focus on what I need to do. I want to focus on what we do here. This is we're going to make some changes here, and you've given us some great suggestions, and we want to satisfy our audience and give them what they need. Yeah, because the show is for you. We do it for you. If we did it for us, it wouldn't be as exciting.
No.
I mean, you guys would get bored with what
we'd be
we're
doing it
talking
for
about
for the technology of it.
Right.
I would be like, "Whoa, look at this knob! It turns
That's
up
a
really
nice
loud
knob,
now."
by the way.
Yeah, no,
it's one of the nicest knobs I've ever seen.
Exactly.
Anyway,
thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's gonna be a great year. I can just tell. We got our health. I just turned 61. I look in the mirror and I go, nah.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't believe that. Like I said, when my father was my age, he'd been dead 10 years. So it's,
oh man, that's
I'm already beating the odds. So
that's perspective.
Yeah. So anyway, it's great to be working with you as it is every Monday night, and the stuff that we do and the technology that that takes to make this show work. And people realize it takes like 5 or 6 different computers that have to all talk to each other.
And 5 brains, and I only have one of them. So that's part of the problem. That's why the show's not the smoothest every time.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a lot.
We've got some new
now.
people coming on board you'll be hearing about helping out the show.
Yeah.
And we're very excited about
that. Very excited about it, because people who actually are pros at this, and are giving us some great ideas.
Going to elevate our game big time.
Absolutely.
No pressure.
Yes. Okay. So if we go back to the show notes, we can talk about stuff like who are our donors of the week.
That's right.
And people who have been keeping this thing going all this time.
Well, we're still getting donations from some of our fans, like Eric Aragoni, fantastic, never misses a show. Andrew Kaufman. Scrolling down the list here, I got to take a look here. Come on now, keep buffering. Don Griffith.
Oh, thanks, Don.
He is a regular he's on a monthly subscription. Thank you, Don. So kind of you to help continue to support our show. Martha Kahn.
Martha. We wanted Martha to be here tonight. But it's a long drive from Oceanside.
Super long.
Yeah.
She's a monthly sustaining donor. We really appreciate it. Shanna Pennington Baird. Thank you. Antland Productions still donating to the show.
Roy.
Thank you, Uncle
Great
Roy.
to see you, Uncle Roy. He sent me several bagels for my birthday with a birthday candle.
A good bagel is that's a nice present.
Yeah.
Diana Birdsall, thank you, Diana.
Thanks,
An old
Diana.
friend of the show and longtime donor. And Patty Gibbons, going back in the middle of December here. And let's read a few more here as we scroll down. Amanda Fellows. These are all the people that are subscribers to the show, pretty much.
And they've been with us almost from the beginning.
And, you can do $1 a month. A lot of these folks are just doing $1 a month, which is fantastic. We just love that. And we really appreciate it. And last but not least, my own dad, George A. Whittam. That's my father. He's still donating to the show. Really appreciate everybody. Those little bits of money and some occasionally big ones that come in are really helpful. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Got to thank Jack DeGolia, who does a great service for us, our show logs.
Man.
He's out there just
consistent,
just keeping track of what we do. And when you get the YouTube feed tomorrow, if someone wants to watch the show again or didn't get a chance to watch, they can see exactly what went on in the show from the show notes because he puts the time code in there. And Jack, we really, really appreciate it.
Isn't he the reason we're doing this 300th special? Didn't he say, hey, have a little bit of math? 195 plus 105, 300. Yeah, that was Jack.
Thanks, Jack.
He noticed this was our 300th show together.
But is he here at the party? No, he's still out there in the desert and just writing everything down. Thanks, Jack. We really appreciate it. And we also have a podcast, which you can get on.
Yeah, that's right. You can just grab it on iTunes and Stitcher and everywhere. Anywhere you look for podcasts, just type in VOBS. A lot of you are listening listening to the show tonight, not actually watching it. If you want to see what we look like, if you want to see what I look like wearing a tie,
yeah, which is highly unusual,
unbelievably rare, you need to go over to VOBS.tv and check out the show there. It's also on YouTube, but it's live Monday nights at 6 p.m. Join us there live and be in the chat room where you can ask questions of us and the guests.
Right. Or you could be live in our studio audience like these fine people are tonight.
Hey, audience.
Yay!
There is an audience cam. I found it, and there
it is. All right, and and if you want to be here for an actual live presentation of this show, write to us at theguys@vobs.tv. There's that's got to be in there somewhere. It's one of those ribbons.
Is there a lower third thing, Majiggy? Let's try.
There it is.
That one.
There we go. Fantastic. You're starting to pick it up just in time to not have to do it anymore. All right. Yeah. So just write to us at theguys@vobs.tv. And, or if you got a question, especially a technical question, we love them and we appreciate it. Yes. We need to thank, well, we have to thank our sponsors.
We
like
do, actually.
Harlan Hogan and his Voiceover Essentials.
Voiceover Extra.
Source Elements.
VO to Go, David H. Lawrence.
Yes. VoiceActorWebsites.com.
And J. Michael Collins Demos. And they're all helping to provide uninterrupted live streaming and bandwidth.
Yes.
And shenanigans.
Yes. And knobs.
Yeah. And knobs. Lots of knobs.
More important to have the knobs. So anyway, that's going to do it for us tonight. I'm not sure who we've got next week.
We have a big queue of guests. We're just getting them
organized.
Catherine's been on vacation, right?
Yes,
our wonderful producer at Books Our Show is on. So we're going to be ramping up with new guests coming up.
And we know we have a couple of really biggies in the queue.
Yes, we do.
So stay tuned. We'll let you know. Stay tuned on Facebook and on our mailing list, which you should also join. And we'll keep you updated as to what's going on.
That's right.
So anyway, guys, we do this for you. We so enjoy that you're all out there and watching the show every week and helping us do what we do because we want to help you do what you do. This is not an easy business. There's a lot to learn. We now have 300 episodes that people can watch and learn every little thing there is about voiceover and voiceover technology.
I think we've covered almost everything.
Almost.
But there's going to be new things to learn in 2018, so keep tuning in.
Oh, I'm looking forward to NAMM. That'll be a lot of fun.
Me too.
All righty. Well, that's going to do it for us this week. Our thanks to all our guests that came to our party tonight. And our thanks to all of you watching out there in internet land, since TV land probably doesn't even exist anymore. And that's going to do it. Happy New Year. Have a happy, healthy 2018. I'm Dan Lenard.
And I'm George Whittam.
And this is Voiceover
Body Shop.
Or VOBS. Have a great 2018, everybody. We'll see you next Monday night.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
VoiceOver Body Shop. Learn the latest in voiceover technology. Learn how to get rid of that. VoiceOver Body Shop, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, on VOBS.us.